I would like to know why Meghan and her PR machine keeps pushing this narrative that, somehow the royal family and the children of the royal family misbehave. And you know that is a tactic so she and her children can be seen as more virtuous or something. Now, I agree that children are off limits, and that's why I'm so upset about this kind of, puff pieces. Welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and this is what we are talking about. Princess Charlotte's behavior, quote unquote, at funeral. Why Kate Middleton was scolded by Camilla. Someone is trying to plan this kind of stories to make it seem like there are frictions in the royal family. Who could it be interested in this kind of frictions taking off? Because it's all about perception. Prince George 9 and Princess Charlotte 7 surprised the world when they partook in Queen Elizabeth's state funeral procession. When Kate Middleton's two eldest children reached Westminster Welling Arch, George appeared to pinch his little sister, according to My London. What is that My London, and why does the Express pick that up? I mean, do you know how this snowball effect that one media site just publishes whatever they want, and Express in this case, they don't have much to talk about, and they pick that up and make it mainstream. Well, that's how PR works. There's a very good example of how this works in the book. Trust Me, I'm Lying. I forgot the name of the author. But yeah, that's how this works. Despite being known for their angelic manners, children in the royal family have been known to misbehave with one another from time to time. And this is news. Yeah, this is news. Siblings misbehaving in events that last for hours. Oh my God, how could they? How could they? I'm sure Meghan and Harry are going to affirm that their children, no, they don't do that. Even if they are just 3 or 4, I don't know, they don't do that. According to My London, this exact thing happened at Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. While the Wales children were taking part in a procession at Westminster Welling Arch, 9-year-old Prince George appeared to pinch his little sister Charlotte. Having felt her brother's force, the princess, quite understandably, but much to the horror of those around her, yelped out in pain. Oh my God, misbehaving completely out of the blue. Some royals, such as Meghan Markle, reportedly saw the cute side of it. Others, like Queen Camilla, did not, according to the publication, because Meghan, all right, of course. Princess Meghan, she reacted, not Duchess, Princess Meghan, she reacted in quite a casual manner because Meghan is all compassion, right? All understanding, but Camilla, no, Camilla didn't. Camilla overreacted, of course. As a result, Queen Camilla is rumored to have given the Princess of Wales a harsh stare and instructed the 40-year-old to take her daughter. Can you believe that? That this is bollocks. What kind of content is this? I used to be glad when I was featured in the Express, in the Daily Mail, in the Mirror, in Newsweek magazine. I used to be glad about it, but now I am embarrassed. When I mention in this kind of publications, I don't say it anymore. I don't claim that anymore because I'm ashamed of being mentioned in sites that could grab whatever content there is, made up or not, and publish it as something legit. So that's why I just do not endorse any of these publications anymore. George and Charlotte are used to appearing at royal events in public and are usually immaculately behaved. However, back in March this year for the late Prince Philip's memorial service, Kate was seen having to tell Princess Charlotte to shh and quieten down. Now, I mean, whoever wrote this piece, whoever wrote this, hasn't been near children like ever. Doesn't have children, of course. Angela Karaja, a parenting expert and founder of Raising Remarkable Teenagers, blah, blah, blah. She says, I think what's important is that Kate did not just correct, telling Charlotte to shh and be quiet at that pivotal moment, but she took time to connect. Oh my God. They are giving parenting tips too, because you know that they're going to do that. Throughout the event, especially notably at the beginning, there were several moments of connection. For example, at the beginning when the young daughter appeared nervous, Kate leaned over and whispered something that evidently cheered her up. Well, at least they're speaking positively of Kate and Charlotte, right? We notice a lot of connection before correction, which is a powerful and positive parenting skill that encourages a lot with parents. But my question is, we are way beyond halfway through the article, and this is a simplified version of this page. Who do you think is going to read beyond the headline? Only around 20 to 30% of people, maybe 60% of people, only 40% of people read beyond the headline. And guess which percentage actually reads the whole piece. Who will get to the positive part? Praising Catherine's parenting skills. Virtually nobody. People are going to just jump to Camille said, take your daughter. It's like, how cold is she? Speaking like that. And don't you find it suspicious that Meghan Markle is painted as all understanding, as compassionate, that you have to write about her like this? It's silly. It's funny. But the problem is that this is how you make or break the image of anyone. And you can pay for this kind of pieces to silently, or very, not silently, but progressively smear the royal family like in tiny spots. And of course, in such an evil way, mentioning Princess Charlotte and mentioning Prince George. That is something that I wonder if Harry knows that this happens. And Harry, allegedly, according to himself, he loved or loves or whatever his nephew and his niece. But I don't think that any proof of that. I don't see any proof beyond that, because he's allowing all this to happen, and these are paid puff pieces, and the people that manage Meghan's brand image is the same people that manage Harry's brand. Because you might remember that 1 year ago I was suggesting the Harkles that they should split their brands, but that hasn't happened yet. They're still pretty much Meghan and Harry. Meghan maybe did end with her podcast, and now the podcast Archetypes is all about Meghan, and Harry was just mentioned in the first episode, and that's it. But so far, Harry must be well aware that this is going on, that what is going on, and how his family is being treated, just for Meghan and himself to be elevated in some way. And that is just heinous. And since his book, his memoirs, are named Despair, you know that, well, the content is going to be along that line. So I guess that not even the children are going to be spared from whatever hate or resentment or whatever Harry is feeling now, and his therapy of tapping into his genetic pain hasn't been able to erase. This is baffling, and this is what's happening right in front of us. Montecito morons at it again. My Royal Rogues, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas, I'm the Royal Rogue, and until we meet on another video tomorrow, remember the two most important words: much love and bliss.